Hi, this is just going to be a quick walk around of the bike and the modifications while my riding gear is drying off from my falling in the water earlier today. Please watch the previous video if you want to see this. The bike is a 1974 Honda cl450. It's a double overhead cam, twin cylinder, twin carburettor. Mods I've done is bark busters to protect the levers. They're now anchored at the handlebar end where they weren't last year because I broke a lever falling off in Italy. Two spare levers cable tied to the crossbar, and I have flexible wing mirrors which I can fold them up out the way, and a quad lock mount which I use an old Android phone with the Trans-European Trail downloaded onto it, and use a Osman GPX system. Works very well. In the centre here I have an extra power port with a power socket for pumping up my airbed, and also I have electric tyre inflator if need be. There's two USB sockets for charging up GoPro batteries and the phone. I have flexible indicators as the originals on this bike, if you know what they look like. Really wouldn't last very long. And this year I've upgraded to better knobblies. They're 80% off-road. They are Continental Twin Duros, I believe they're called. As you can see, she's pretty muddy from today's trail riding. I have modified the foot pegs, as the original rubber ones are very slippery when they get mud on them and your foot slips off, which causes all sorts of problems. These are just a cheap pair off the internet. Stops my foot slipping off, but I have actually removed the little studs that were in them. There's rows of little studs, but they stopped your foot from moving forwards and backwards for the gear lever, and I find they've got plenty of grip without them. A rear rack for carrying all my luggage. It's modified to fit this bike. I've welded a few extra brackets. It's from an old cl450 one I had kicking around. A metal number plate, which is a good job I did because it bent, and if it had been one of the plastic type it would have definitely snapped. And if you're wondering why it's black and white, bikes of a certain age in this country don't need to have the modern orange or yellow reflective ones. I carry an extra 3 litres of fuel, as the tank on this bike only holds 9.5 litres. Usually goes on reserve around the 100 miles mark. So that's really just for safety and peace of mind that I've got an extra 3 litres plus the reserve if needed. Altered the gearing this year as I found it a bit too tally geared for off-road riding. I've gone down one tooth on the front sprocket, which helps. It still cruises at 60 mile an hour. And I've removed the centre stand this year. It hung down very low here. Did restrict the ground clearance a bit. I think that's about it on these modifications I've done. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and any comments are more than welcome.